Well, good afternoon, YouTube. It's Saturday, June 24th. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can hear the old fire truck running in the background, so you know where I'm at. Figured I haven't run it since before my surgery, so I thought I'd come over and run it for a little while today. And while I'm here, I'll talk to you a little bit. So there's the van over there, and let me swing around so I can talk to you. Yeah, this has been an interesting few days. I've been trying to get my head together and to be able to make this video. And this, by the way, is my 200th video, and the camera's shaking. I try to figure out how to hold it so it doesn't shake. This is my 200th video, so I've been struggling for 2-3 days trying to figure out what I'm going to talk about on this one. So I think I'll probably talk about kind of the current state of affairs of what's going on. And this is today is 1 month since my surgery to the day. The last video I made was 4 weeks, and so we're a few days past that. But I'm still nothing really changed in that regard. I still have the same issues, and the little pain in my sides seems like it's kind of gone away, but it's come and gone 2-3 times since the surgery. So I'm not sure whether it's gone for good or not. So I'm not going to say it is. But just kind of to bring you up to date, I made a video a little while back about some work I had to do on the van, and I still need to do all that, and I've got 2 more weeks before I'm released from light duty. I'm still not supposed to lift anything over 10 pounds, and so I don't want to get too heavily involved in any kind of projects that involve any kind of lifting. So the van's okay to drive around town. I won't take it on any long trips until I fix some stuff on it. At least the brakes and the oil change and stuff. But that's kind of where that stands. A while back I made a video about my old hot rod chop truck and said I was going to get that running, and that turned out to be a little different than what I thought it was going to be. I said I had to get the battery charged up, make sure it was going to start and run. Well, it turns out the battery was bad, and it shouldn't have been. It was only 2 years old, but I couldn't, no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to go over about 9 volts. My friend Kevin's even got one of those fancy chargers that's supposed to be able to recondition a battery and make an old battery new again and all that kind of stuff, and I borrowed that from him, and I ran it through 4 cycles, and I still couldn't get it to go over about 9.3 volts. And he kept coming back and saying that the battery was bad. So I didn't have the money at the time, and then of course my surgery came along, and so I think maybe after I'm back on my feet again, I got to get a battery for that. But I think that might have been what the problem was with it all along. You see, the computer system on those things needs a full 12 volts in order to be able to run right. And what that was doing is every time it would idle down, it wouldn't idle. But when you rev it up, it would run. And what I think was going on there is once the alternator quit charging, it was dropping below 12 volts. And it would still run, but it wouldn't run very good. And it would still start, ironically. I had another truck that had that same problem years and years and years ago, and that's kind of what drew me this way. So the next step in that is buying a new battery for it and putting a battery in it. And I was going to take the battery out of the van and put it in there, but they're 2 different batteries and they don't work that way. So anyway, so I can't do anything with it till I put a battery in it, and that might be the whole darn problem to start with, so it might be just fine after that. So my priority is to get that running, and once I get that running, then I can tear the van down and see what kind of parts I got to order for that. But right now I need the van to drive around town, so I don't have to drive my new truck all the time. So what else going on? Trips, obviously I haven't been on any trips. Still got to stay pretty close to the house most of the time. That's getting a little better as time goes on, but it's still not where I need to be. So I've been hanging out at home, and so that's been affecting obviously my van trips, and it's been affecting my my travel trailer trips. The wife asked me the other day if I felt up to taking the trailer and going up on the mountain for 2-3 nights, and I had to tell her no. I just didn't think I was up to the physical exertion of doing all the setting up and all that kind of stuff yet. I need to wait until after the 5th of July is when that's my 6-week point. So wanted to get the old truck running today because they want me to display it on the 4th, and I'm not sure whether I'll feel up to that, but at least I know it runs now, so I know it'll run that day. So other than that, things have been going along pretty well. I've had a couple videos that have done exceptionally well. My Way Cool video is top 10,000 views, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. I've topped 104,000 views total on the channel, and I think that's great. My Bigfoot stuff's been pretty popular, but I don't want to totally flood the channel with Bigfoot stuff, so I want to shoot some videos on some other things that come along. And my firefighter stories, of course, I got plenty of those in my hip pocket, and I started to go film one of those the other day, and I don't know, I went up there, I wanted to film it where it happened at, and I went up there and it just didn't feel right to me, so I still got to go back up there and do that one, and that's going to be a fairly long one because it's a complicated story. So anyway, this will be a little short one. I'll wrap it up for now. And the beautiful day over here at the park. It's probably mid to high 80s. There's not really very many people over here. I was just in talking to the museum people, and they told me that they were busy this morning, but the shift that's on right now hasn't been busy at all. So old number one started and ran really good like a boss. And like I say, there's not too many people around here. So with that, I guess I'll close. I'll tell you, as I always do, take care of each other, love each other. We'll be back again real soon to talk to you on another one. But for right now, I'm just going to tell you, peace out.